Welcome back to the podcast, folks. Today's video is by request. I'm not sure I can do the subject full justice, but you asked for it, so you're getting it. This is more of a product advertisement than a crypto review, but you know what? I will do my very best. Please indulge me. If you look over to the right on my backsplash, you will see several icons of crypto tokens that I invest in. One of them is BAT. These are not the only crypto tokens I invest in. I have more, but these are the projects I am most interested in, and I see the biggest potential returns. So there. That's the money part of this whole video. Bye, BAT. Thank you for listening. Diamond hands. But for those who wish to soldier on with me, from a purely idealistic standpoint, this is why I like BAT, and this is why I put my money there. Please stand by. I understand from my own channel analytics that I tend to attract an older crowd. I'm old. I get it. But I really dig it because I can say things like, I dig it, and they know what I mean. I am with you, my geriatric brethren. Thank you for subscribing. Before I could really drill down into BAT and why I love it, I have one word for you. And the older folks here, my dog, the older folks here know what I am about to say. You ready? Netscape. I'm getting to BAT, I promise, but I'm old, and old people like to take trips down memory lane, so let's trip. And the older guys know what that means too. Netscape was a direct competitor to Microsoft's Internet Explorer, and Microsoft didn't like that. This was the 90s, and the tech wars were in full bloom at the time. Lots of innovation, lots of new ideas. It was pretty cool. But Microsoft had something going for it that a lot of these small tech companies didn't at the time. They had money, lots of money. And using their money, they managed to pretty well crush Netscape, right into the dust. They were acquired by AOL, America Online, for around $10 billion. And for the kids on the channel, AOL was really a thing. It was a thing. Trust me. We used to get floppy disks in the mail asking us to install AOL on our desktops because there was no such thing as laptops yet, or at least nothing that was affordable. You guys remember those? Anybody? I still have one, and I use it as a coaster, a 30-year-old coaster. I am that cheap. But I digress. Stick with me, boys. I'm getting to BAT. What AOL did not realize is that they were unable to pivot from their model, and people didn't want to use it anymore. They made a $10 billion purchase when they were on the downswing of a niche business. The internet was maturing, and people did not really want an advertising ecosystem anymore. Down went AOL. I'm getting to BAT. I'm getting there. Netscape, just prior to their acquisition, did something unthinkable at the time. You ready? They released their source code and created a little something you might have heard of, the Mozilla Corporation. I know you've heard of them. Netscape was beaten, battered, sold to a niche and dying entity, and ultimately became defunct on 15 July 2003. Moment of silence for Netscape. I'm getting to BAT. You know what? You asked for this. You know I'm old, and you know I ramble. And this is history here, guys. This is history. Mozilla released a small product called Firefox, a more secure browser to directly compete with Internet Explorer and the up-and-coming Google version. Google was becoming a thing around that time, don't you know? It offered Firefox offered better security, better privacy, but it was still up against monsters with infinite resources. They knew they could snag the tech market and the rebel market, And they did. I mean, it's been around for decades, and they are still developing it. But all it's really ended up being was an open source version of Netscape with the same security problems that are kind of plaguing Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, etc. Then, I said we're getting to it. Then along came the Brave browser. They were founded in 2016-ish. And Peter Thiel's group was actually an angel investor on this one. There were several others. What Brave did that nobody else really did except pay lip service to it was focus on security. Anyone who spends any time at all on the internet should be concerned with security. The name brand browsers, who again will harp all over security and swear they got your back, they don't. They track everything you do. If you look at shoes on Amazon, you bet you are going to start getting email ads for shoes, and shoes will show up in ads when you are browsing anywhere. It's a business for them. It's how it works. Sheer volume. Brave doesn't do that. Now, they do have to pay the bills, of course, so they will send you targeted ads, but you click on them or not. It's your choice. If you do click on them, you are actually paid for it in the form of BAT, the basic attention token, which is what this whole video was about. But I like to stroll down memory lane. If you've ever caught my live stream, you know this, and you asked for this. With BAT, you can tip the merchant if you choose or not. You can split the BAT with the merchant or not, or you can keep the BAT. It's yours. If you are interested in the ad, keep clicking and do business with them. If you aren't, close the window, done. But you still get BAT for it. Now, where I see value in this model and why I invest in BAT is simply because this is a great idea. An actual browser that is privately focused. The very first to integrate the Tor into their native search engine. Just click the hamburger and turn on Tor. And when you go to a large news site like MSN, the only thing you see in their baked-in ad positions is a black box. Nothing exists there. Love it. Huge fan. I think they are very forward-thinking. I think they're doing something unique and bringing a privacy value to the internet that nobody else is doing. And I think this applies well to a growing segment of users who just want to surf in peace and be left the hell alone. So for all of those reasons, I like the Brave browser, and I particularly like their business model of pay-as-you-go. As Brave grows, BAT will grow. Another in a long list of case-use tokens that transcends the traditional crypto market and gives you a twofer on your investment. The larger they grow, the more they decouple from Bitcoin. And that also gets a two big thumbs up from me from a pragmatic point of view. I am not advocating that you buy BAT. I don't do that. I'm just explaining to you why I do it. At its current price, I believe it is I think it's just a solid 2x, and doubling my money makes me happy. So that is BAT in a nutshell. Live stream at 7 Central. Thank you and cheers.